let us understand what the question maker must do, right? So not us, yeah, not us. We are the one doing the question, right? The question maker have put something new, I guess, P. This makes the quadratic into an undefined quadratic. Now, usually your teacher will not explain it this way. So let me just confirm first that your teacher do not touch too much on a quadratic equation with an unknown like this.
Not sure.
All right. Okay. Now let's use the screen sharing. Now I want to show you something. Right? Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I have is a graphing calculator. This is something totally accessible from any browser that you have. Some people use Desmos, some people use GeoGebra, whatever you wish. All right. Okay. How to use a graphing calculator is extremely simple. You just, for example, type in the equation, right? So I'm going to type in the equation in your question, right? Then plus x, and then plus 8, right? Now, I want to explain what undefined means. The undefined quadratic equation is because of the p, right? I'm going to add a slider p. So what it means is that p can take any value. That's what p means for now, yeah? Now, do you see that as I change the p value, the quadratic graph kind of moves around? You see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And this is what it means in our mind. Oh, if the p is something, it will be different if p is another thing. I guess that's obvious, right? But this is what it means by, oh, it's undefined. Yeah, it's undefined, right? Going back to your question, you can look at my sharing for now. So what's the responsibility of a question maker? If he gives you a P, and furthermore, he wants you to find the P, he must give you an additional or extra information. There you go. This one. This should always happen in secondary 2. So if this is what you expect out of a question, then really good for you. You are experienced in some ways. Any questions so far?
No.
All right. Then, do you know, therefore, how to use this extra information that the question maker must give you?
You substitute x is equal to -2 into the equation.
And that's totally fine. If that is how you do it, it's going to be fine. And then, just like that, you should find P. Now, why can't you find P?
Oh, I think there's a problem, the negative or the positive, like when I solve it.
All right. So let me try to solve it and you see whether it makes sense to you. So you can look at your Jamboard or my screen for now. So -2 squared, which is going to be 4, right?
Yeah.
Then minus 2p, right? And then plus 8 equals to 0, right? So 5 minus 2 plus 8 equals to 0. Then this will be p equals to -2, I believe, because it comes from -8. Oh no, -8 minus 4 over -2, which is to say that is going to be 6. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say I found, yes, you're saying?
Let me just check. Okay.
Okay, so what is going on?
I -2 square, I put it as -4.
Does it make sense what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to close our discussion, yeah, look at my Desmos for a while. He said that p equals to 6, right? So I will adjust it to 6 here, right? And then it is not a coincidence that, look at that, one of the x-intercept here is -2, right? This is what it means by -2 is the solution.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence. And Desmos basically Desmos show us that our answer must be correct. Right? It's not because I am a teacher, therefore I am correct. But hey, the graph does make a lot of sense. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you can now no longer worry about my screen sharing. Now, can you solve part 2 then?
Okay.
Right. Should be at this point very easy lah. Okay, you confirm that first. Is this your homework?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anu, okay?
I don't know what to do after this.
Whoa, no, whoa, okay. Wait, no, wait, Anu. Okay. So this is something new in secondary 2 that we train, right? But it's not new for you. We have been doing this for more than 1 month. So what I'm trying to say is this, right? In this situation, you realize that this is a quadratic equation. And last time, you will move the 8 to right. Okay, I agree. But this is not useful now, because what you're supposed to do is immediately go to double bracket factorization, the secondary 2 factorization. That is what you're training. Is a new instinct that you are to have. What you're doing here is the old instinct, which is not working because of quadratic, because of square.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try that. You'll get the answer very soon. Right. So you think that this is an easy one, and therefore you guess immediately, and obviously you're correct. Totally fine, Totally fine with this. Now, let me see your full presentation, because you will have to present fully here. Wonderful. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, that's the presentation. Good. Good. Yeah. So that's the other answer. Right. So let me repeat that your instinct is not wrong. It's just that it's not leading you to nearer to the solution. Yeah. And sometimes, in the very rare cases, you still have to do this anyway. In most other situations, you will also need to do this anyway. So it's more like you have 2 instincts now. One of them should be the old one, and the other one is the new one that you have basically practiced well.
Okay.
So far.
I'll put the other question here.
No, next page, please. So that in case we need more. Okay. Part C or part D?
Both. I can't. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Let's stop here. Okay. Let's stop here. Yeah, let's stop here. Now I have to explain why this is totally not okay. So here's the stage where it is not okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So let's pretend that the question is. Let's pretend that for a while. Obviously, this is not the question, yeah, but let's pretend. Now, in this case, what you seem to be doing is correct lah.
Yeah.
So, or now this is based on a simple logic. If something times something is 0, so A times B equals to 0, A must be 0 or B must be 0, right? It must be. You know all this. Now, let's apply that to above. So in this case, here's your A and here's your B, and this is, however, -6. So does this mean that A must be -6 or B must be -6? Does it mean that?
No.
Correct. Because if this is -6, I mean, A can just be 3 and -2. Where's the -6, right?
Yeah.
It can be, okay, so that's why this is wrong. That's why. This only applies where equal to 0.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? This better makes sense rather than memorization.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what must you do? What do you think?
Divide by -6.
Okay. Now here's an interesting thing. You already learned previously that the right-hand side needs to be 0.
Yeah.
Right? Then you can do something, and that is a very good thing to remember. So, let's make right-hand side equals to 0. At the same time, this is weird. Let's expand the left-hand side. It is very weird. Let me repeat this. You already have a double bracket. The double bracket is useless because the right-hand side is not equal to 0.
Yeah.
Let me explain this even more clearly. Okay, my right-hand side is now equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
Still useless. This is like still useless. That's why we must expand, which is very weird. We must expand and then later on double bracket again.
Okay.
Now try that. Try please. Try. Okay, a nice expansion. Yeah, okay, a nice expansion. Now directly just shift the 6 to the right. Okay, just plus 6 equal to 0. It's a good idea.
No?
So plus 6 equals to 0. Make sense?
Oh.
Doing that is correct and is also efficient, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, I will now start to say that this is not okay. This equal sign is not okay. If it's an equal, if it's an equation here, then it is wrong to write that. Okay, yeah, that's the appropriate. Yeah. Combine this immediately also. It's not that it's wrong to do it one thing at a time, but you are more than capable of doing it directly.
Yeah.
Good. So next time I'll ask you to skip this one, if possible, right? Try to skip. Try. Now, here you have, let's say you have two options, right? The school method or my method, right? They will lead you in the same answer, but depending on the situation, which one will you use?
Your method. Yeah.
All right. And that must be because you think this is a harder thing to do.
Yeah.
Appropriate, lah. If it is easy, use the school method, man. It's faster anyway, right?
Mm.
Let me go get something for a while. Okay, I'm back. Oh, you found it. Okay, good. Yeah, definitely correct. Good, good. Okay, all right. So Anu, this is now an exam question. It's a question for exam situation. Yeah. So, do you feel uncomfortable with the answer you get in exam?
Yeah, sometimes.
This question, E equals to 4/3, for example. Does it make you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what shall we do? There are many ways to reduce our pressure in exam. It is usually very beneficial because higher pressure makes most people cannot think.
Yeah.
Right. And then we make mistakes. Right. So I'm a big fan of reducing pressure in exam. So in this case, how can we reduce pressure? It's surprisingly very simple, right? Now, the first principle is always this, yeah? The first principle of confirmation. So we reduce our pressure by confirming that our answer is correct or wrong.
Double check, yeah.
Yeah, but how? How? Remember, the principle is usually original question with final answer. Okay? Yeah. Original question. Now, can you do something about it?
Yeah.
Okay, what will you do? You tell me, especially using 4/3, the guy that you feel uncomfortable.
Then I'll
Your
also
calculator.
yeah.
Yeah. You do you first. You do you. If you know what to do, you do.
Okay. Yeah, it works. -6.
Right. So if 4/3 is giving you -6, I mean, feel free to check -1 if you like. If you don't, that's totally fine also in exam.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like today. Today, I mean, you can just check the answer key, right? I mean, but in exam, this is what you want to do. Does it cost you a lot of time?
Nope.
Do you think that you will be able to do this in exam?
Yeah.
Good for you. Because D looks even harder, right?
Yeah.
Let me repeat the principles that will serve you well in quadratic stuff. Right-hand side must be equal to 0. Obviously here not, right? And you have a suspicion that this is quadratic. I mean, it looks like it, a good suspicion. Also, it should always be combined with expanding because most of the time, this thing is useless, right? So we just expand, right? That should serve you well in D. Let's give it a try in the same page. And please confirm.
Oh yeah, just now when you bring it over, like the -6 to the left-hand side, you don't have to change the sign of the -6.
Okay. Now I'll answer the question as complete as possible first. Okay. I'll try. Okay. Okay. So for example, I'll change the question a bit. Okay. Y plus 2 equals to -6. Let's say, okay. That's it. Now, your teacher have taught you things like, okay, change sign, move it, change the sign, something like that. Okay?
Yeah.
The logic, however, is like this. Some teachers do teach the logic also. So I'm going to mention the logic here. My original intention is not so much on moving, but it is to set the right-hand side equals to 0. Okay, because my reasons is I need it, right? So the appropriate way is actually just +6 on the right-hand side, which I cannot do willy-nilly, except if I also +6 on the left-hand side, maintaining the equality. Am I making any sense right now?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the logic. Now we will, from now on, call this logic Doldor. Why is it called Doldor? Whatever you do to the left, you must do to the right. Okay, Doldor or DDR. I know teacher don't use this, but I mean, you understand what it means, right? And Doldor is something that we do until the end, until university. So that's why, that's why lah.
Okay.
So teachers say as movement, yeah. I don't like it. I will just say it's supposed to be dot. Okay, so go ahead. Oh goodness me. Okay, I'm gonna stop you again. Okay. Oh no, wow. Okay. Okay. So though it is normal that strange looking question messes us up, but that's still messing you up like a lot, right? Okay, so first of all, don't do this, then secondly, more importantly, this is wrong. The question somehow oh my goodness, the question messes you up real bad. Okay, this is what you mean, so at least 4v squared. This is still wrong, by the way. Still wrong. This is still wrong. Can you figure out your mistake? Let me give you a hint, yeah, because I want your brain to realize it when you are under pressure. You might be feeling a little bit of pressure right now.
Yeah.
The kind of pressure that you might feel in exam when you realize either something is wrong and you can't seem to figure it out. That kind of pressure. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we can do right now, because it's not exam, what I can do right now is not to tell you what the mistake is. No, I'm going to try to hint it to you so that your brain can, come back from that pressured position, right? Okay, here's me reducing your pressure, right? Now, when I put equal, then question mark, I mean, is it the same? It's a question mark, so you have to think about it.
Okay, let me just go in and out.
Is it? Yeah, just go in. Just don't look at my screen. Look at my screen.
Yeah. No, no.
Your answer is no, they are not the same.
Yeah.
Okay, and you are correct. But you have to check, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So here's me speaking to your brain, which is in training now. If this were to be the same, we don't need to learn much. It is too easy already, right? I'm not saying that the things that are correct is hard, no, but it's because we have to learn a new technique, especially in secondary 2. It kind of hints to us that it is not this easy. If this is this easy, you don't need any technique. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is appropriate is your expansion, which is carried out by rainbowing, right? So you have done rainbow many, many times. In fact, you expanded just now, right? You did expand just now. You were using rainbow, right? You're using it. Now, here's the reason why 3 square plus 4 square is not correct. Because look, this rainbow gives you 3 square and this rainbow gives you 4 square. Am I correct?
Okay. I'll just go in and out.
Yeah, don't, just look at the chamber. Oh, you're not refreshing. Okay. Oh, you know what? When this happens, just look at my screen sharing. Why don't you, right?
Okay.
Look at my screen sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I'm doing an expansion because that's the proper technique. And in expansion, you do rainbow. All things that you already know from here, correct? That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
So let me reiterate why this is wrong, because here's the rainbow for 3 square and here's the rainbow for 4 square, okay? There are 2 more rainbows, no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the technique is there to make it correct, of course, and the technique also shows you that 3 square plus 4 square is only part of the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So please correct it and don't erase your mistake.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, so the one missing is the 2v and the 2v, lah, right? From your original work, lah, right? So, yeah, there you go. Okay, all right. Okay, then you can continue. If you feel that this is a lot of steps to do, nothing wrong. That is what the question expect, and the mark usually reflects that. Like, this is just there's more work, so more marks. So I guess that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to do here?
Oh, times 5?
Times 5 and times 5. Do you mean dollar?
Yeah.
Yes, I would agree with you. That will make our life easier, I believe. Right, looks nice. Okay, right, and towards our goal of right-hand side equals to 0, right? So immediately just write, if possible.
Yeah.
I will spell out the principle of door for you. Yeah, your movement, the way you move things seems not fully solid. So I might as well teach you door. If I want V to disappear, I must minus V, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I want 2 to disappear, I must minus 2. That is actually a better way of thinking anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So you should spot your mistake. Right, good. Yeah. From now on, I won't say move, okay? I rarely say move to my students anyway, right? Hey, dollar, you know, something. Okay, so teacher's method or my method. Oh, this is troublesome on the 20V, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 3 is not troublesome though.
Yeah.
Oh, so much trouble. Right. Okay, but you are prepared. So it looks like you will just have to try +1, +3, right, all the time. So all you have to vary is the one in front. Not a bad deal, I guess. So put the guy in front. Yeah, with a V, yeah, 1 and 20V.
Yeah.
You flip, you know, and then you flip, and then if it's wrong, just, you know, put 10. Do you understand that 120 can also be flipped to 21 and both give you different results? So you have to check both. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, 21. Okay. When you put immediately check. If it's wrong, immediately say cancel.
Yeah, I'm checking like now. Yeah.
Good. Okay, good. Yeah, far not yet, right? So,
5 times 12 plus 1. 4, 15.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one.
For the last option, right?
Yeah.
Option doesn't take you 1 minute, I think. Maybe around 1 minute. Do you feel comfortable doing this in exam?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, and you have ugly answers and just nice for confirmation.
Plus 3 plus 0. Um, 5b plus 1 is 0, 5v square negative 1v square. Yeah.
Okay. So now check using calculator.
Okay.
How is it?
Oh, 1 sec. It doesn't work for some reason. Oh. Okay. Wait, why does this not work?
I'm sorry, what's going on?
I have to like press the number and then press the STO and then the letter, right?
Yeah, if you want to store, yes. I'm sorry, you're 96 SG, right?
Oh, 97.
Oh, 97 is fine. Yeah. So minus 3/4 store to for example, above the close bracket, right? There's an X, correct?
Oh, 1 sec.
So you just press the close bracket. You don't need to alpha or second. Yeah. So it's a bit weird there, but I think, let's press. Okay. So I think it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, it works now.
And now you can test. Good.
Equal to, it says is equal to 1/4. Although like I put bracket 2v plus 1, then bracket square is equal to, and it says 1/4.
Okay.
So I do the other side as well.
Does that make sense? You have to do the other side and then you can reach a conclusion.
Yeah, okay. Yep, okay, works fine.
All right. So you tested one. Let's say this is exam. Do you feel the need to test the other one?
No.
Then look at all your working from the correct one until this point. It does take some time. Do you feel comfortable going through all this in exam?
It worries me a bit about the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, you are probably already doing it as fast as possible for your level. Probably. So the question won't be worth 2 marks. I really don't think so. Depending on school, it'll be worth 3 or 4 marks. So that's some consolation. Okay, if you're getting it right, if you're getting it, we're happy. And I don't think it will be your first question. And not all quadratic will be this complicated also. So maybe just one. Maybe just one.
Yeah.
Shouldn't bother you too much regarding time. Shouldn't.
Yeah.
All right. That's already a little bit of exam training. Any other question?
This one I haven't done yet, but I thought it's hard, so I put it in here. Yeah, this one. This will look hard to me.
Just waiting for it to load. You mean all of them or?
Oh no, we can do a few. I don't think we can finish everything.
I mean, today we're trying for 1.5 hours, right? So
yeah,
maybe not. I mean, they do look. Oh goodness me, 25. You are not supposed to be able to do. What is going on here? 23 you can. 23 is very similar to just now, right?
Okay.
Correct.
So
23 is similar to page 2 lah. Correct or not? Page 2.
Yeah.
So nothing difficult. 24, no matter how complicated it looks, is just a version of page 3. 24.
Oh.
Make sense?
Oh. Yeah.
Same issue lah. You know, I have to move everything to the right hand side. I have to expand equals 0. Then perhaps do something difficult, right? That's what I would like. Okay. So look at question 22, and you're going to totally ignore question 25. I do not know what question 25 is doing here. This is extremely weird. You are not supposed to be able to do 25.
But it's in the chat. Yeah, I also don't understand the question at all.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if I were to explain to you, it'll take what, 15 minutes, and that's for Sec 3 additional math some more. So I'm confused here because this is textbook, right? This is not your teacher. I'm very confused. What kind of textbook is this, right? Okay, so never mind. We shall not worry about question 25 at all, No. Bye-bye. So the only thing is, well, first thing first, look at question 22. Do you think you can do 22 by yourself?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, school method, my method, or whichever method you may want.
This one I think, okay, maybe this one should be school method because it, I don't know.
It's troublesome lah. That one I can tell you lah. Troublesome, but give it a try, no? Right? Give it a try.
Okay.
School method, am I correct?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh.
School method leaves you no space to try, right? So unless you're lucky and you get it, you probably get it. You probably got it, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
It's actually mix of both.
Hmm.
Like this, the
Yeah. The only advantage, that my method is not even my method, right? It's just a method, right? That it just gives you slightly more space to work with, lah, right? Okay. Because if your first try doesn't work, you have to in your school method. What are you going to do? You're going to change, right? You're going to
yeah.
change, and as a result, you have to either scratch or erase, lah, right? So that's the disadvantage. So this one you're lucky though. So lucky is still lucky lah. So good for you. Right? Remember, once you try your school method, and you find that, oh goodness me, I think I need more space to try. Create more space lah. Either using my method or whatever. Okay. Right. So, but this one good for you. So let's finish up the presentation. Let me see the presentation first.
What do they want when they say expressing y in terms of x?
Oh, right. Okay. So you are at a normal situation, right? Okay. Even at this one. Okay, this one should be okay, right? And this one. Okay. Should be okay so far, yeah. Expressing y in terms of x simply means he wants the final answer to be y equals to whatever, and the whatever contains x lah.
Oh, okay.
That's all it means. So you are very close to that. No, that's not correct. That's not correct. That's also not correct. Now, okay, no, your door. Okay, don't erase. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to ask you to think in terms of door. So equals to 2, okay lah. Okay, right? So maybe your teacher will say, move the tree. No. Let's not think like that. Let's just say, I want 3 and x to disappear from the left-hand side. Because, the left-hand side only y is left. That's my goal. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Are you sure how to make the 3 disappear here is to -3 and -3? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, should be.
Okay, let me repeat the relationship. If Kyoko, I can see you, yeah? This is 3 times x and times y. How would -3 help? Let me write it down for you. 3xy minus 3 equals to 2 minus 3. That's how the door looks like, right? Are you sure that will help you get rid of 3?
No.
You are not sure, or you are sure it is not?
It won't help me get rid of 3.
Yeah, pretty sure. So then nothing wrong with -3, but useless for your purposes. Try again. Kyoko, I can see you, yeah? Should we continue from yesterday's Jamboard, Kyoko? Okay, now Since the relationship Anu is 3 times x times y, am I correct? Therefore, the simple thing is if I divide by 3, the 3 will so-called be gone.
Yeah.
So door divide by 3 and divide by 3 might work. So I'm going to write that down. Divide by 3 equals to 2 divided by 3. And now that I've written it, do you think it will work?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay, got it, Kyoko. Right, I'll be there. Okay, so give it a try, Anu, and I guess do the same for x. So Kyoko, yesterday's question 1A, is it done? I kind of forget for you, that for you. Yeah, I'm just in the gem, but you can reply using your writing. If you are done with 1A, as in you are clear, yeah, not that done, but are you clear with 1A? If you're clear with 1A, feel free to move to 1B lah. Feel free. It's still the same thing lah. Good practice. Whoa, stop it. Whoa. Okay, this is fine. This is a very big question. Okay, right. So again, okay, think carefully. Anu, think carefully. You want to do what? What do you want to do? You want to get rid of
X
from the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Okay, which is, does this mean that you want a door divide by x? Is that what you want to do here?
No, you cannot divide 2 over 3 by x.
You can. No, you can. The 2 over 3 doesn't matter one, really. The 2 over 3 should follow whatever you want because your goal is to get rid of x from the left-hand side. The 2 over 3 just follow one.
Okay.
So how to get rid of x? Okay, I'm following you, Kyoko. Yeah. X times y. So to get rid of x, basically you have only 2 options, minus x or divide by x. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, there's only 2 options to consider. So minus x or divide by x.
Minus x.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Xy minus x door 2 over 3 minus x door. Will this achieve your goal?
No, because it's x times.
I agree with you. I agree with you. So the other option, will it achieve your goal?
Yeah.
Good. So give it a try. Good.
Wait, how do you write that down?
What? Sorry, what do you mean? The door, is it?
Yeah. How do you write?
Sure.
2 over 3 divided by.
Write down here, right? Okay. So x over y, I can write down like this: divide by x equals to 2 over 3 divided by x. Or my other option is xy over x, right? Same thing, right? Equals to 2 over 3 over x, which you can just do that, or you can just do that also. Also fine, up to you. As long as it makes sense, please. Let's take it easy. Okay, Kyoko, you can check the answer key if you're correct. Good job, right? For your first one. What I'm writing, does it make sense? And
Yeah.
Okay. If it makes sense, good lah, because then you can apply. Right? Kyoko, unless you have an objection, try, I don't know, try example 2 lah, or try another example lah. We go slowly because we're finally in advance, right? Finally. Strangely speaking, because we're in advance, so we can take it slow. We can take it easy. And we should. Okay. Anu, that is the answer.
Yeah.
Same question for exam, yeah? Do you feel uneasy with that kind of answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I will teach you how to confirm, because this is not normal, right? It's not normal. Not normal. Okay, so like this, yeah? Like this, yeah? When you have two variables, in this case, x and y, correct? Okay, usually you just have one, just have one, and then you can sub it in, right?
Yeah.
When you have two, surprisingly, just assign one of them a random number. It's totally fine. Just don't assign one, because one is very misleading. So give you an example.
3 and 6.
No, not both. Both is totally not okay. Just one. Just one.
3.
So either x or y. I choose first, x or y.
Y.
Okay, then you assign x, y, something convenient, please. For example, if you assign it 2, x will be a bit ugly, right? So you can assign it something nicer, like, I don't know, or let me give an option. You can even assign x if it is just more convenient for you. You can do that, Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
For example, I will assign x equals to 2. Then my y will be 1/3. It's just kind of convenient for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing stops you from assigning x from 10, for example. Nothing stops you from doing that. Okay. Just don't do 1 or -1. Okay. Very bad. Okay. Yeah. So you decide what you want to assign, and then that's the same thing for the original question. The x will also be that number, and then suddenly you can confirm like normal. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, just give it a try. It'll work. Okay, Kyoko, there's a double differentiation. Do you have a question here? Oh, goodness me, Kyoko, you are doing that thing again. Oh, come on, Kyoko. If life is that easy, we don't need to learn any techniques, right? Oh my goodness, you're very big. Oh goodness, you're very big. Oh goodness me, you don't even realize that. Oh. Anu, are you okay?
No. I got the answers 100 for some reason.
You mean you think that you're not correct?
No, like the calculator, when I type the equation in, it says 100.
It says what? Sorry, it says what?
It says 100.
It says 100. 100. Oh, it's not equal to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, let me confirm that your x is 2, yeah?
Oh, I put it as, okay, never mind.
No, never mind. What is your x? You know, it's okay. Yes.
Oh, it's 3.
Your x is 3, so your y is 2/9. Is that what you want? I mean,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so you store y equals to 2/9, right?
Oh, I didn't do that. I think you have to find. Okay.
I think it's just slightly better. I mean, good habit, like, anyway, right? So if you
Yeah.
could do that, you know, and then we will now type x is 3, right? Okay, so 3 squared with the y, lah, right? Okay, so just type that up, then minus 12, which is 3, and then y, and then plus 4, and you, I believe, should get equals to 0.
Yeah, now it's 0. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. So it's a typing issue, correct?
Yeah.
Which is why we practice our calculator, lah, because our typing skill also needs to improve. So even also another good thing for your exam, lah. These are our exam skills, right?
Yeah.
Good for you. So congratulations for solving 22. We still have 20 minutes, I suppose. Would you like to try 23 and 24?
Yeah, sure. I'll put it on the next page.
Sure thing. Yeah, Kyoko. So in this case, to make it very clear, you will need product rule, if that makes sense. Yeah, all right. Then do product rule, and it is more troublesome, but that is what they mean, lah. It is what they mean. Kyoko, are you stuck? Good. Yeah, that's gonna be easy.
Testing, can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Kalyani. Okay, Kyoko. The setup seems fine. Oh, no, yeah, the setup seems fine.
And then,
Okay, yeah, nothing complicated, yeah, Anu, yeah, right. So, and then I guess 24, the final one, I guess.
okay. Oh, next page, is it?
Up to you. This one up to you, right? I think there's enough space. Is this like the last few questions of the chapter?
Oh, no. It's just the first.
Just help me a bit. So maybe you take a peek on the next questions or the next chapter, right? I'm looking for quadratic equation, but with like a very long word problem. Is that in this chapter or next chapter? Just curious here. Okay, Kyoko, the setup looks fine to me. Yeah, the setup looks fine. Yeah. So whether you should simplify or not, Kyoko, that depends on whether this is the final answer or this is just intermediate. Now, in this question, it's obviously the final answer they're looking for, so maybe you should simplify. However, if this is just an intermediate step, sometimes we don't simplify at all because a waste of time. And it may make error. We may make error when simplifying. Looks confusing, right? Now, Kyoko, let me confirm first. Have you ever seen this kind of complicated result? And have you ever tried simplifying? All this lah. Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't look complicated for you, good for you lah. But does it look complicated? If you have. Yeah, I guess you can try simplifying, I guess. If you want to, yeah, I guess. Do you know how to simplify, right? Let's see lah. Okay, move this guy first. Make more space. Move this guy. Just move it. Make it smaller. Come on. Anu, where are you making it? Where are you doing it, sir?
Oh, I thought you asked me to send you the questions, the long.
Oh, no. I'm just asking you to check
Oh,
where it is, lah.
oh,
next. Just curious.
oh, this one, there is one. I'm sending it to you on your WhatsApp. Is
Okay,
this
let me see. Yeah,
okay.
let me see. Yeah, let me see.
It's 21, question number 21.
Yeah. Oh, question 20 also. Oh, okay. The thing about that question is the form question, no? So they tell you this, that. Blah, 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 blee, 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 form. And then solve, then normal. So that's 21 and 20, isn't it?
Yeah, 20 is also like that. Yeah.
Then how about 19, 18, 17?
Oh no, those are okay. I'll just send you everything.
Then never mind. You look at the next chapter. Is the next chapter going to cover this kind of thing? Let's take a look.
Chapter.
Yeah, like chapter 6, I guess then that means.
Okay. Oh, this one has very. Okay, I'll just send it to you. It isn't that long each question. It just simplified stuff. The first part.
So you are sure that those questions are word problem and there will be like form certain questions, form certain equations? Yes.
It isn't long questions. It's just like short answer the question types. Oh, there is a few long questions there.
Yeah, I want the question which is like question 19 and 20 low, which is 19, 20 lah, which is story, then form, something like that. There's always a form one, form this equation, something like that.
It's more of those express.
Okay, or express, or okay.
Oh, I found a few more.
Okay, right. Kyoko, yeah. Kyoko, I'm going to make a suggestion, okay? Although it is not right or wrong, but my suggestion will make your life easier for a reason. Oh. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, I guess you're doing it correctly, right? So then this part is the part which is wrong. Oh, wait, that's correct. I'm sorry. You're doing everything correctly. I'm gonna leave you to your, okay. You're doing everything fine, Kyoko. Good job. Sorry. You're saying, oh. No, this is a different, oh, wow. Okay. No, this is a different thing. So this is the next chapter, is it?
Yeah, this is chapter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, yo, okay. I got it. Ew. All right, then, Anu, let me confirm that the questions of 20 and 21, right? The 20 and 21, that kind of thing. So have your teacher ever covered this kind?
Oh no, we haven't gone to that part yet.
When will be your next exam, you think?
Should be around April end and May start. Yeah.
Okay, so very likely that the exam will cover this one, the word problem one, and also chapter 6. Very likely. No? Both are not the easiest chapter, but it will be nice if we can handle it early. So maybe starting next week. If your teacher haven't, then we should go in there. Okay. So both types, different things. Okay. So for now, if you still want to settle 24, please go ahead, right?
Yep.
Yeah, actually looks good, Kyoko. Yeah, I like it. Okay, surprise. Here. Surprise. So Kyoko, like you could simplify the inside one more. That's actually the point. It will be very simple, the guy inside. You shouldn't stop here. Like you're doing a very good job already. Yeah, it's excellent job. Excellent job. You shouldn't stop here. You should simplify even more. Then you can check the answer. I guess you can do. Oh, yeah. I guess you can do that, Kyoko. I guess you can do that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. What you're doing is fine. Okay, you can check the answer key. Your Yeah, that's fine, Kyoko. That's fine. Uh, to be fair, they didn't specify, but that's how they want it usually. I wouldn't be too bothered by it. The point is you are correct, right, Kyoko? For now, I'm very happy that you can do this. Very, very happy. Please try part B lah. Please try part. Oh yes, please, Kyoko. No problem. Please give it a try. You can do it. Do you want to go? Anu, are you stuck?
No, actually, I'm thinking about it.
Right. Kyoko. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's okay, Kyoko. Now, what do you think? It's a fine effort. Fine. I mean, the answer key probably write down another way, but I think it's the same. So I'm just gonna write down my guess on what the answer key is. My guess is that answer key will write down like this, no? But it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, I mean, what you're doing is correct and it's already admirable at this stage. Really, really admirable. Because we are ahead, you see. Because we're ahead. So I'm still pretty happy. You haven't been ahead for a long, long time. Hope you enjoy the experience. Would you please try 2B then? Anu, are you okay? Because it seems like the Jamboard is not refreshing well for me lah. It's a bit weird. Do you mind going in and going out once?
Oh no, I've done that much. I am stuck. Yes.
Okay, but it seems like some are erased, so which just help me go in, go out, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything.
Okay.
Hey, still the same. Hang on here.
Yeah.
Right. So let me confirm a few things here. Something is missing here and here. Sorry, what's going on there? Yeah. What are the missing things here?
Is it
Yeah,
the-
this everything is missing here. Right? What's going on here? What? Okay, you look at the screen share. Look at the screen share. Is this what your Jamboard looks like? It looks jumbled, and I think it's the Jamboard problem, right? It's a Jamboard problem here.
Oh no, it's not like that for me.
Yeah. I keep refreshing. I'm not getting it. This is weird. Yeah, see, I refresh and I can't keep it again.
No, it's not like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Okay, let me confirm a few things because time is up, okay? And then suddenly this problem appear. So let me confirm that you expanded this, right?
Yeah.
And you also expanded this. I think you need to,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you move I mean we say you move everything. Basically you just do everything, right?
Yeah.
And then you end up with one nice one here, no? Which is
Yeah.
10x squared 5x minus, what is it? Minus
21.
minus 21. Okay, I can see what you're doing. So let's stop here first. I'll just do a check later. We didn't do an exam training in general today, but we did do a lot of exam skills, which is great.
Yeah.
This is 1.5 months before exam. Am I correct?
Yeah.
A very good time to start. I like today's progress. I like. When I see you next week, 3 things to consider lah. The word problem thingy, chapter 6, and if we have time, we're gonna do exam training in a more comprehensive way. So I am hoping that next week you're also not very tired, so we can do another 1.5 hour.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'll give you an answer on this one later through WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Yep. Hey, Kyoko, are you stuck? Yes, Kyoko, you can do product rule. You can also do quotient rule. That's up to you. My preference is product rule, but there's nothing wrong with quotient rule. Make sense? Oh, but considering that you will have to differentiate twice, right? Considering that you have to differentiate twice, maybe we should start with product rule, maybe, because product rule tends to be simpler to differentiate again. But there's nothing wrong with quotient rule. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably advise that. Yeah, probably advise that. Okay, Kyoko, stop you here for a while. Okay, think about it. I type something. I believe so, Kyoko, because first of all, if I can already differentiate, it's not that I cannot simplify. It's not that you're disallowed to do that, but maybe I want to simplify later. This will sound like a very weird advice because if you can simplify now, it'll make your life easier, right? I guess that's correct, lah, right? But if you look at it for 1 minute and you cannot simplify, so your best intention cannot be carried out. So why don't you differentiate again first? Okay. We are a bit in the dark here, but I feel you shouldn't waste too much time trying to simplify lah. Maybe 1 minute is enough. Make sense? Are you stuck, Kyoko? Okay. What? Yeah. My question is, Kyoko, you're right. My question is, Kyoko, why do you doubt that? What makes you doubt that? Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Okay. Then to correct your expectation, Kyoko, in exam, totally expect this one. In O level, totally expect this. No limitation one. Right? So this is good practice. You're on the right thing. You're on the right thing. Having said that, I also don't like double differentiation much. This is a very specific practice for a very specific purpose you will see later. However, double differentiation is usually troublesome, right? Believe it or not, they will immediately teach you how to avoid double differentiation after this. Maybe this is just to give you a taste that double differentiation are usually not nice. I mean, I think that's one point to make. But we're gonna get there soon. So in this case, we'll just double differentiate first. It's not that terrible. Give it a try. Kayaknya yang pagi. So Kyoko, at this point, do you think you can simplify or not? You. Let's just wait. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, that is correct. Right. Oh, you don't want to do that. Oh. Okay, Kyoko, I mentioned that double differentiation is troublesome, right? So to simplify or not to simplify also complicated. However, I think it's very obvious that if you want to simplify, you stick to this guy lah. Because why? Because there's this guy and this guy which is the same. I think you just leave the other guy there lah. You don't try to simplify with the other guy. Does that make sense? I mean, if you want to factorize, because you simplify by factorizing, right? You factorize, you're looking for the same thing lah. This looks the same, right? They look the same, right? But nothing the same here, nothing the same. So leave this guy separately lah. Just if you want to try to simplify, just deal with this instead. Okay, and expanding this may not help you because I don't think it's helpful because what you want is to focus on the similar thing anyway, at the same thing, right? So you really want that before looking at the answer key. However, I'll give you 5 more minutes. If still cannot finish, then I'm going to skip this for a while and move to the next part. So that you can gain a lot of advancement, in holiday. That's what we're aiming. Yoko, are you stuck? Okay, Kyoko, this one, I will do it for you first, and then the reason is because I want you to move on from here for now, right? Okay, so focusing on the similar thing. Okay, I've written quite a lot, so if you cannot see, go in, go out. And I'm just using the same technique as what you did in question A, which I think you did very admirably. I did nothing different. The technique is exactly the same as how you do it. If you understand this, finish it and let's move on. Kyoko, are you going to finish it? Sorry, Kyoko, are you stuck? Sorry, Kyoko. Kyoko, are you stuck? Sorry, can you hear me, Kyoko? Okay, yes means you're stuck or? Isn't this the same thing as last time, right? Isn't this right? Let's check answer key, see what you understand, and let's move on. Oh, goodness me. There is a mistake. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness me. Right. Kyoko, there's a mistake. There's a copying mistake. Ayo. One. One. There's a copying mistake. Yeah. Okay, you gotta fix that, right? But wow, this is taking too long, right? I'll give you 3 minutes to fix everything, yeah? Finish or no finish, we'll move on first. Leave space. I hope so. Oh, right. Okay, got it. Okay, that's why Kyoko, yeah? That's why. So Kyoko, at the dy dx level, we could have simplified. If we simplified that, I think our life would have been easier. Make sense? Yeah, we should have taken that chance, but it's because of copying error lah. Right. So your instinct was correct to try to simplify. It was, right? It was. Okay. Any questions? Yeah. If not, I'm at the next page. Anyway, what? I'm gonna ignore question 3 for now. Yeah. I'm gonna go to question 4 at page 17. Okay, I want you to at least try 17 lah. So part 1, part 2 first, yeah? Yoko, are you stuck? Hey, Kyoko, what's going on here? Alamak, Kyoko. My table, so far okay or not, Kyoko? If you cannot see what I'm writing, look at the share screen, yeah? Okay. Now I am finding out maxima or minima. That is what it means of the nature of the stationary point. That's simple. Is it maxima or minima? This is the analysis to avoid second differentiation. It looks like a lot of work. It is such a small amount of work, especially when the second differentiation is troublesome. Usually that's the case in exam. So we want this method, and plus this method is very easy to understand. So it just looks like a lot of work. It's not a lot of work at all. Maxima, the gradient is 0. Minima, the gradient is 0. Therefore, we cannot tell them apart immediately. So far, so good. Okay, so here lah, 0, right? So how do we tell? It's extremely simple. The maxima, the left neighbor is positive, the right neighbor is negative. Minima is totally the reverse. Left neighbor negative, right neighbor positive. The left and right neighbor is the close neighbor, okay? Just saying lah. So therefore, these are the representation of the left and right close neighbor. So far, so good. Basically, I therefore have a position here, the position of the left neighbor, x equals to minus 0.01. Well, just put it in dy dx lah. He will give you the gradient. Same thing with the right neighbor. Put in dy dx. dy dx, I order you to give you the gradient lah. So you press the calculator and you tell me whether the value is positive or negative. The real value doesn't matter. The sign is what matters. Please tell me which one. Use a calculator lah. All right, left neighbor negative, Right neighbor, positive. Your conclusion is this is maxima or minima? Good. Your conclusion is correct, and this is a super acceptable method. Presentation looks like this one. You will see how your teacher do it. It will be extremely similar. Now, do you understand? Okay. Check the answer key first, just to make sure. Okay. Right. If it is correct, it is. Okay. Yeah. 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 So correct lah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Minima is a minimum point, right? Yeah, same thing. Same thing. Now, I'm very happy that you arrived here. Look at page 18. Now, page 18 is the same question, nature of stationary point, but you must use double second differentiation. Now, look at the equation. The equation are very easy to second differentiate. Am I correct? Let your teacher teach you how to use second differentiation to find out the nature. It's also extremely easy. The problem is getting the second differentiation. This question is totally fooling us. In exam, it won't be this easy one lah, please. So using second differentiation is very easy. The problem is getting to second differentiation without any error. That's yeah. I try to avoid it as much as possible. So this question, I'll leave it to teacher. Your teacher will certainly teach you how to use second differentiation, but I don't think this question is useful. If you want to do it, we do it where the second differentiation is hard. Then we can have a real feel. But ignore this part, you pay attention to your teacher. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Now, I want to try one more question, preferably the one that asks you to determine the nature, and we can use the table method, the first differentiation method. Okay, come get us a question. You'll be able to do exam level question by now. Maxima, minima question, not very difficult. Crop is rate of change is probably harder. Right. Can you find the question, Kyoko? Sorry. This is not very difficult. That's gradient of the curve. Never mind. Use the table method first, lah, Kyoko. Right. Just use the table method. And first you have to find the position of the stationary point first, lah, right? Good. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So just look at my table lah on the page and try to do it like that. You have to test for both points. Not very difficult. Yeah. So plus and minus. Yeah. Correct. Sorry. Yeah. That's like lows. Yeah. Yeah. No, this is not max or minimum. That's not a drop off. Just plus or minus. Kyoko, are you stuck? Hmm? Okay, Kyoko, are you stuck? Sorry. Sorry. Device. Okay. Right. So that's the 0 point. So your conclusion is what? Then maxima, and then you test the 0.4 lah. You test the 0.4. All right. Good. Good. Understand. Now, great job, really. Glad that we arrived here. We have not answered part 3. We have not. It's just treat that as a different question. I'm aiming for the basics of the table first lah. So time is up. We'll try to explain part 3 on tomorrow lah. I guess we meet last time tomorrow, right? Your table okay or not? Right. Really good job for today. I hope you enjoy being a little bit ahead of the class. I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye-bye, Kyoko.